G'day guys, how are we all? Hope we're all doing well. Picking some locks and you know it. And don't forget to even hashtag that shit. Keep it bloody legal. Let me make sure my lights on. Boom, boom, boom. Here we bloody go. Alright. Product review time. I haven't done a review for a little while actually. Quite a while. In fact, just with work, Christmas, COVID, everything that's been going on, it has just been bloody hectic. But I've got some new products in to review. I'm going to have some giveaways coming up. You know, I've got a couple I've got to send out still. I just have not had bloody time. And that's why my videos have dropped down to like one a week if I'm lucky. Maybe two, just because it's been absolutely chaotic. Just everything's been full on. But anyway, enough gas bag and bullshit and carrying on. Let's get into today's bloody review, which is the Sparrows Reload set. Brand new in the box. I've been looking at it. I've played around with this. So it's all fun. Let's open them up. Look at that. I say it's brand new. I have been playing with it. And I've had the smaller products and everything like that. So she is a lot of fun. But you get, well, first of all, it comes in a bloody nice tin. I really do like Sparrows products. Big fan of their stuff. Their tins and the cases that they put stuff in is just awesome. Really is. Simple but elegant. So you open it up, you get a nice little tin. It's got their awesome little simple logo on there. I do like Sparrows logo. And you open this up and it is full of goodies. So let's dump all this out. So you actually get quite a nice sized tin. Big enough to fit everything in there. And, you know, sits in there nice and tight. Nothing's going to fall out. It's not going to open up on you or anything like that. Nice bloody tin. But that's enough about the tin. What do you get in the Reload Kit? Well, you get everything you need to repin your Sparrows locks. So if you're a beginner and you're starting out, and you're playing around with some locks, and I'm trying to see if I've got any. You'd think I would, but I don't. Not there. Playing around with your progressive set, the progressive cylinders, the 2 up to 5 pinners, or the clear see-through training lock. Any of the beginners, and this set's kind of designed for beginners, you can repin them to different bittings, so you don't have the same bitting over and over again. You know, you kind of get so used to it, you can pick it in your bloody sleep. So this is designed so you can actually repin and pin them to different key bittings. And the cool thing about it is you get 4 different keys. So you got. And these are all for the Schlage SC1 keyways, which, you know, is very, very popular in America. Here in Australia, we don't bloody come across these, to be honest with you. Schlage isn't massive here. We're more Lockwoods than Schlages. Schlages is kind of like the American version of Lockwood in a way, with how much and how common it actually is. So, you know, this is only really good for the Sparrows. And if you are in America, don't go pinning up your bloody house keys to this, because every Locksporter that has bought one of these sets can get into your house. But you get 4 different bitted keys, and some of them actually have quite nice bitting on them. To be honest, let's just make sure I'm in frame. Yep. So some nice bitting, and you get the key pins for them as well. So you get 4 different ones, all color coded, all with different bitting. Some lows, some highs. Some of them aren't too bad. That one kind of steps down and comes back up. And then you get one like this, which is actually kind of flat-ish, to be honest with you. But that is it's a 6-pinner. The rest of them are 5s. And there is one 6-pinner. So they actually throw in an actual little spring on that. But you don't just get that. Of course, to be able to repin the locks to the new keys, you need a follower, so they actually throw in and give you the black plastic follower. Now, I actually have one of these that I purchased separately, because it works bloody well for the tail pieces on the Sparrows locks and a lot of the Schlages. They have that little inset dimple, If I grab one here, so if it doesn't have a tail piece on it, like this one does here, you got these locks with the tail pieces and they have that little pin, and normally you see us with there the bloody tweezers or a lockpick pushing that pin down and trying to turn it by hand. This is designed so they can actually sit in there, and it's got little teeth on the end of it here, which sit into all the little cutouts. Presses that little dimple pin in, and then you can just unscrew the tail piece, and then you actually have the right size follower for those plugs as well, or cores, the way you want to say it. And it is a bloody fantastic tool. It really does work well. So, you know, 2 tools in one. You got the pain in the ass bloody tail pieces and the right size follower for it as well. But you can't go gutting a lock and repinning it without some pinning trays. So they actually give you the 2 awesome little miniature pinning trays. These are absolutely fantastic. They're really nice. I have used them, so they're a little bit dirty. So I do apologise about that. But you get 2 styles. You can have one here, you can actually sit all your key pins, your driver pins, all in the same chambers, which is kind of like what I use with my big pinning trays. Let's grab one up. So we're grabbing Galaxy one. So I normally have them all sitting in here. So you can have that style just there. Or if you like, you're a little bit more pedantic, or you have master wafers, you're playing around with the master rekeying set, you can actually use the other mat, which you can put all your springs in the top, all your driver pins, your master pins, and all your key pins down the bottom. So you have all of them in there. So these all fits in the bloody little case. It's absolutely fantastic. But what's the sense of just repinning your key pins or your keys and leaving all standards in the top? You want to practice and you want to increase your skill at picking. Well, you need some security pins. So they actually throw in a little baggie of security pins as well. You've got some mushrooms, some spools, some serrated. There's also some standards in there as well. Everything to increase your picking skill level. So you can throw in a mix and match, you know, some spools, some mushrooms, because they all have different feedbacks. Or, you know, a couple of standards, spool, work your way up as you progress through. So you get some of those security pins in there, which are always bloody handy as well. And a couple of different sets of springs just to increase your picking as well. You know, you can have some lighter gauge springs and some heavier gauge, which are all going to give you different feel and different feedback when you're lifting up on them. So you get 2 lots of springs like that. The other thing is, I've done it. I've lost that little bloody dimple pin right in the back of the key in the tail piece. So they actually give you a couple of spare ones as well, which is bloody awesome on and the springs for them. The amount of times I've launched the springs and I've dropped the pin and that's gone flying across the room and you can't bloody find the thing. So it's actually very helpful and great of them to throw in a few extras of those as well. So, you know, if you lose one, you've got something to replace it. The other thing I got in this set here, which is from locksmithtoolbox.com, and I don't know if they're actually in these sets, but I got some of the chess and checker pins, which Lock Noob actually designed. These are bloody awesome. I love these things. They are just amazing, the detail that he's put into it and the amount of work he's actually done on these. And these are going to give you some very tricky and some very weird feedback, especially the ones that look like massive serrated pins. They are going to be so tricky, especially if you've got super low cut pins. Or actually, I should say, sorry, super high cut pins where you really got to push that pin all the way up to the top. That is going to catch every single serration all the way through it, and it's just going to give you such a bloody hard time to pick. And the others, just the way they're designed, nice sharp edges, nice big, you know, gaps in them, the balls on the tops of them. They're all going to give you some very tricky and very weird feedback on them. But, you know, everything you can need to actually increase your picking, and for a bloody nice little set that all fits together in a little case, you can throw it in with your carry bag or anything like that. You go anywhere, you can take it with you. You can gut, repin, and practice your lock picking. You grab one of these in the set of the progressive sets, work your way up from 2 up to 5 pins, and then before you know it, you'll be repinning them all to these here, having the time of your life bloody picking away and increasing your skill level by going up in all the security pins and pin numbers and everything like that. So I actually highly recommend this for beginners. It is absolutely fantastic, especially if you're after some pinning trays and a nice little set that has everything you could bloody need to begin with. You know, some new keys. Because I know when I first started picking, I was looking around for locks and trying to repin them. You know, I kept pinning them to the same key. I never had a heap of different keys. And I was using homemade security pins to try and teach myself different security pins as well, which is bloody a lot of fun as well. But it's actually nice to have a set that you can just, you know, switch out your difficulty, add an extra pin in there. You got your follower, your pinning trays, all the pins and springs that you can need to begin with, and just have it all in one bloody spot. Sparrows have done an awesome friggin' job of that, and those pins by Locknoob are a lot of fun to pick as well. So, the price for these, I'm going to show you actually where you can get it from, and the price on my tablet here. So, head over to locksmithstoolbox.com, and you can actually pick up the Sparrows Reload set, and it's actually, their price is $37.40 Australian, that's including GST. I'm not going to bother with all the conversions, because by the time you convert it and everything like that, it always bloody changes when it gets around to it. But $37.40 Australian for a set that has everything you could possibly bloody need in it, and you know it works with all the Sparrows locks. Even you can even set up the revolver to actually run off these. That's how good this set is, and putting some of those pins in there, you will be picking for bloody ages. So awesome price, awesome deal, absolutely fantastic product by Sparrows, and I highly recommend it. So there we go. That is this week's review. As always follow codes, keep Locksport legal. You know it, don't do anything bloody stupid. Don't forget to come and join us on Discord, the Extraordinary League of Pickers. The link's in the description down below. Don't forget, if you want to get your hands on some bloody doubt merch, you can get it at Teespring. There's a link down below as well. Some new products out on there for yous. Don't forget, if you're looking for great equipment at very affordable and competitive prices, like the Sparrows Reload Kit just here, I've just reviewed for you and gone through, you can get that at locksmithstoolbox.com. There's a link to them down in the description down below as well. And if you like what you see, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. And don't forget, if you want to get in contact with me, contact me through any of the social medias. I'm on pretty much all of them: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Or you can send me an email at darkartslockpicking@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you. And till next time, cheers, guys.